Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever ember wanders near.
Speaking of Hasan, Rev put out a video an hour ago about Hasan. I think we just watched one of his acolytes. Should we watch the big cuck himself? Because it literally said, like, the video is titled, "It Might Finally Be Over," with the subheading of "I'm going to jail." This might be part of the Cuba thing. This could be part of the Cuba thing. So this could be a great palate cleanser by watching Hasan finally finding out. Let's do it. Let's finish off with Rev's video about Hasan maybe going to jail. Doomsday's idol that she has, vomited up all of his bullshit talking points. Let's do it. Let's see what we got.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So in this video, I'll be talking about the latest and very satisfying news involving Hasan Piker. Now, one of the biggest frustrations involving this guy is the fact that he seemingly avoids any consequences for his actions, but based on recent developments, it appears that narrative might be changing. You can see the look of...
Wait, hang on. Bloomberg, a Cuban national accused of being a part of a sprawling influence network that brought U.S. political streamer Hasan Piker to Havana, was being detained along with his family and will be deported. Oh, snap! Our Cuban spy might have been responsible for getting Hasan to Cuba, which means maybe Hasan is getting roped into a Cuban spy network thing. Yeah, because he's talked about his contact. That's right, he's talked on his podcast. He's talked about, like, this Cuban contact that he has. Is this his Cuban contact? Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Dread and despair on Hasan's face from a recent stream where live on Twitch he discovered that the Cuban operative who brought him into Cuba for that humanitarian effort a few months ago has been detained by United States federal agents. And now Hasan is actually getting nervous, even dreading the possibility of going to jail for these related circumstances.
Lock him up. Put him in the box.
A lot of prayers might be answered if this actually happens, but I want to start off this video by giving a quick update to Hasan. Over the past day or so since the stream, things have actually developed. Not only has this communist operative been detained, he's also lost his legal status courtesy of the Secretary of State, putting Hasan in a very, very precarious position, to say the least.
Let's see. It's official. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has terminated the legal status of a communist Cuban operative who was part of the group that brought Hasan to Cuba. The operative is now pending deportation. This week, I terminated the legal status of Carlos Antonio Begola Dominguez, a former ICAP official who maintains ties with the organization. Begola Dominguez and his wife and son are now in federal custody pending removal from the United States. Oh, baby.
Now, for those who don't know, or those who need a reminder, Hasan and a bunch of millionaire influencers, they went over to Cuba for a humanitarian effort, which was really just a glorified vacation. And the hypocrisy was on full display. Even Cuban outlets were pointing this out because Hasan was wearing an outfit that was worth more than the average Cuban salary. For people like Hasan and the other...
By the way, it should be clear, the average Cuban yearly salary, not the average Cuban's monthly salary, their average yearly salary. What he was wearing in this picture, it would take an average Cuban national at least 1 year to make enough money up for what he was wearing in this one photo.
Influencers, this was basically a safari where they got to observe struggling people from a safe distance while bootlicking the communist regime that was making it happen. In fact, During
Yeah.
that trip, there was massive blackouts in Cuba where over 99% of the population was without power, including hospitals
Except
where ventilators weren't working, which resulted in deaths. But don't
that part, that part, I do not know if that was ever confirmed. That was a big talking point during, when this occurred, is with the rolling blackouts. There were tweets and stuff saying that the people in the hospitals that were on like some form of life support, when the power went out, that these people died because the power went out. I still don't believe that there has been any kind of evidence or confirmation that those stories are confirmed. But yeah, it is coming out of Cuba, so it would be incredibly difficult to confirm this because, the Cubans are communists and they do nothing but lie. They keep all information locked down. So we have to take a statement like that with a grain of salt because we don't have any means of confirming it or denying it. So it's very easy to say something like that, but we don't know if it's true. And also, while they were having the rolling blackouts, his hotel was perfectly fine. His hotel had power the entire time. No blackouts whatsoever in his hotel because he was streaming the entire time. So yeah, his hotel was up and running the entire time. And yeah, the people are partying thing. Yeah, the only people that were, because Hassan said, oh, the people are partying in the streets. The only people that were partying was basically the rich champagne socialists that went there on their human safari. They're basically poor's safari. They were the ones that were doing the partying with an SJR leftist Irish rock group that played a special concert just for them. This was not a concert for everybody. This was literally just for the champagne communists. Oh, well, they were the only ones that got to participate in this concert by this Irish rap group. None of the Cuban nationals were allowed to were able to attend this. It was only them. And yeah, they were literally tossing money at the kids to make them dance like trained fucking monkeys. Yeah, it was a complete shit show. And it was the term safari is the best word for it. It is like a low income safari, so they can pretend to feel better about themselves. Like, oh look, we're doing such wonderful things, and they didn't do fuck all. And thank you for the gifted, DJ. Thank you very much.
Don't worry, Hassan and the other influencers who were staying at state-sponsored 5-star hotels, they had ample power to go out and party, which is something that he essentially bragged about during all of this. Well, that sort of smug attitude would disappear, where shortly after that trip, Hassan was subpoenaed by federal authorities for
Treasury
that
Department.
Trip, already sparking a lot of nervous feelings in the guy. Which, you know what?
Yeah, he's like, oh, they're criminalized for delivering aid. Yeah, that's why when he went on stream, he was like, I'm cooked, chat, and he was scared. He's like, I'm cooked, chat. They may get you, boy. I could be done. He was scared when he was talking about the subpoena by the Treasury Department. He was you could hear it in his voice. He realized, oh, I fucked up.
Already sparking a lot of nervous feelings in the guy.
The hotel is one of it. Yeah.
You reap what you sow. If you want to LARP like you're some commie dictator type here, you know what? You should face the consequences that they get as well. Everything comes with a price when you start acting like this and doing egregious behavior. And he might feel completely.
And by the way, the funny part is, if he gets hooked up, all of his communist buddies that are getting getting their primary nominations, all these people in the government, all his communist government friends, they're all going to abandon him. Not one of them is going to speak up for him. If he gets hooked up and he goes to court for this, they actually charge him and he actually has to go in front of a judge. Every single person that he has been interviewing, that he's been gassing up, saying they're amazing. This is socialism. This is communism. This is great. Rah, rah, raise the banner, champion the hammer and sickle. They will abandon him in a heartbeat. They will not, they will pretend he doesn't even fucking exist.
completely immune to consequences, but it appears that might be coming to an end. Because a few days ago, it was reported that U.S. agents nabbed that Cuban operative who brought Hassan into Cuba. And make no mistake,
This guy's gonna
he's
say,
nervous, okay? He likes to LARP like he's invincible while also LARPing like he's a victim. But this time, his demeanor has changed. Look at the face of Hassan as he's reading the related headline involving that operative. Here's his response live on Twitch.
What a fucking time to be alive. What a time to be alive.
That's right. What
Cry
a time
about
to be
it,
alive.
bitch.
Speaking of you and Fox News, you were on it.
Hiker.
Oh my fucking god! I have to hear that again. I have to hear that again. Oh my god! Did we just... Chat? I have a question. I will preface it by apologizing you for any nausea you are about to experience and the nightmares that may invade your mind tonight. Did we just hear Hassan's O sound? Did we just hear the sound that Hassan makes when he orgasms? We gotta hear this again.
Fox News, you were on it.
Hiker.
So fuck me, girl. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck him, die. Oh, my God. It's my job. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't fucking breathe. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That was just too fucking funny. Oh, my God. That was too fucking funny. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Once again. One more time. One more time. I gotta hear that.
Bro, Trump is gonna put me in fucking prison. I swear to God, what the hell is going on? The
In a civil
McMorrow
society,
of
maybe.
Wisconsin has condemned you. Nice.
Wait, they made what was that?
Come on.
Dear God,
The
fuck me,
McMorrow-
breed me right now. I want to be bred. Dear God, breed me now. Hang on, something. Hang on.
The
In a civil
McMorrow
society,
of
maybe.
Wisconsin has condemned you. Nice.
And the oh my God, why the fuck does it keep doing that? The politician that he interviewed, that was winning, that was like getting like the primary nomination in Wisconsin, is now condemning him. What did I say? Instantaneously, they're turning their back on him. Instantly.
Condemned by another politician.
We're about to
Amazing.
hit fucking 1930s Germany if we haven't already hit it, and these dumb fucks are still fucking complaining about
Shut up.
these dumb fucks. On the Democratic Party side are still complaining about people that the Trump administration is actively targeting.
By the way, he
Stop
compared his
it.
experience to being in 1930s Germany.
Yeah, like him and every other dumbass communist that likes to pretend they're under the boot of fascism when they're not. If he was in 1930s Germany, he would have already been hauled off to an actual concentration camp, not the LARPing that they try to pretend with ICE facilities. Shut the fuck up, dude. Fucking grifter, man. He is like Hassan is king grifter. Let's get that out of the way right now. He is a grifter and he is a LARPer. And he especially larps at being someone that is smart when he's not. We all know this. This is understood. He is not. He is actually stupid. He's not an intelligent person. He's just someone with a good vocabulary that knows how. That the one thing he does know how to do is use a good vocabulary to con people into thinking he's smart when he's not actually smart.
I mean, this guy is a rank 1 victim if I've ever seen one, ladies and gentlemen.
And they're also taking advantage of that active targeting because they also don't like us. Great.
Try harder. Show me the tears.
Take a shower. I go live. And then I get hit in the face with, I'm on Smosh. My Smosh video's out. Venoms wins her lawsuit against H3H3. Turns out the State Department is like actively pursuing some group that I guess like was also a part of the humanitarian aid mission that we did in Cuba that I didn't even know about.
You were.
Man, with that series of events, God truly has a sense of humor. This is absolutely hilarious. This guy who feels like he's above consequences is facing a very serious set of consequences, and he can't even LARP like he's not worried. He is worried, and it's very funny. Just look at the face of Hassan as he's discovering what's going on here. Look at the fear in his eyes. We have the feds involved, ladies and gentlemen, and he has done nothing but...
Yeah, his suits are getting rather tight on him, aren't they? Almost kind of like he's close to, like, popping the buttons with his belly fat. He's getting, he's looking a little tubby, isn't he?
Crap all over them and mock them and taunt them for years and years and years. Do you think they don't have a chip on their shoulder to go after someone who is involved in this entire set of circumstances, who played a role? He asked for this. He's getting exactly what he's been asking for.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, this is the update. What he saw was the detaining of this operative. The update now is that the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, has terminated the legal status of that.
Well, get everything you can out of him in regards to Hassan and then send him back. Get him out.
Operative. And boy, it's going to get much more interesting, not only for that operative, but for Hassan as well. They've already expressed their intention to go after him. They already subpoenaed Hassan. So does he really think this is the end of the situation? I hope not, for his sake. I mean, it's a bad time to be named Hassan Piker. I mean, he has flown way too close to the sun for years now, and now he's fearing the results of his own actions. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. But Hassan's been coping so much on Twitter. We talked about this yesterday. Coming on and saying, people on this website treat me like I'm the biggest villain, and I just want them to have healthcare, autonomy in their workplace, and for us to end our endless wars.
No, that's a blatant fucking lie. Like, even though he's pretending to be a communist when he's not, he's a champagne communist, he doesn't want people to have autonomy in their workplace. He literally wants the government to control their workplace. That's literally the core principle of communism, is the government controls the means of production and manufacturing. So he does not want people to have autonomy in their workplace. He pretends to want for them to have health care. And to end endless wars, no, you absolutely. What you want is you want the United States to basically go nuke Israel. Because you think everything, I'm legitimately surprised. Actually, no, let me rephrase. I'm not surprised. But a key note of distinction, when he was like, when he was basically doing his orgasm moaning, you notice one particular thing he didn't say. Again, this is a tell. I've told you guys about this before. This is a tell for when Hassan is actually scared. You know what that tell is? Anybody? Exactly. He didn't blame Israel. That's a tell. Whenever Hassan doesn't blame something on Israel, He's scared. Whenever he's just like bullshitting, whenever he's spewing out his lies, or whenever he's pontificating or pretending like he's a smart person, he blames Israel on everything. Literally everything. Like every bad thing in the world is according to Israel. He didn't do that this time. Like being quiet and meek, he can do quiet and meek and pretend, when he's pretending too. Because he did the quiet and meek thing when he was talking about pretending like he has a problem with eating. He did the same quiet and meek bullshit for that too. No, the tell is he didn't blame Israel for what happened. That's one of his tells that he's scared. When he is scared that he's about to catch some shit, he won't actually blame Israel because he knows that it's not that Israel is not this like super duper Illuminati level threat to the entire planet. And so that's how you know it's his tell. And by the way, for us to end endless wars, he's advocated for basically going and glassing the entire state of Israel. So this, I just want us to end our endless wars. Yeah, that's a fucking lie. You want the U.S. to turn its guns on the state of Israel and basically nuke it into oblivion because he thinks that the Israeli people and like Jews across the world should be genocided, while pretending that there's a genocide with the Palestinian people, which is not true because the Palestinian people are being victimized by Hamas, and he loves Hamas because he loves terrorists, because he desperately wishes he could be a terrorist, but he doesn't actually have the balls to do what terrorists actually do because he loves himself too much, and he's a champagne communist who actually loves capitalism while pretending he loves communism because he's a giant LARPer and is using communism as a means to enrich himself. And hey, think of what I'm putting down here, chat. Bottom line is Hassan is totally full of shit, and he only cares about one thing and one thing alone, and that is enriching himself. That's it. That's all he cares about, if there was any doubt.
And I thought this was very funny. There is a proposed note. I've never seen proposed notes like this. An absolute nuke. Look at all of the sources
there it is.
Trying to back up this proposed
Good
note.
Lord.
Hassan has said many things that qualify as villainous or worse beyond just wanting health care.
Yep.
And then you see a whole list of examples, including his 9/11 comments, October 7th comments, and then just a quick fire round of other heinous behavior. I mean, I can only take a stab at to what it could be. What could Hassan have possibly done over the years to warrant such a suggestion and list of villainous behavior?
They always bring the receipts for him.
Well, we have plenty of examples directly provided in the quotes as well.
Oh,
I guess I'm so terminally online and so invested in this, I can recognize every single one of these. But yeah, that is the situation, ladies and gentlemen. Hassan Piker is in some hot water.
Thank you, Paisano.
Absolutely no one, other than his sycophants, feel bad for him whatsoever. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams a week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
That was lovely. And you love to see it. You absolutely love to fucking see it. That he has fucked around for so long and he's finally finding out. And oh, purity is he stared. Love to see it.